I think the greatest idea I've had is the framework that I put together to solve problems. Over the years, the way that I've done things, I finally kind of condensed it or put it down into a framework. And it's a framework of tools, principles, and processes that I put together. And just it's general kind of problem solving framework that I can take any macro problem or micro problem. And the idea is to move the dial so that the amount of people that are being served by the solutions to the problems that I'm tackling is going towards 100%. I think the key is to create, eventually, the idea is to create movements of people that feel that by them joining you on your mission, their lives get better. So it's identifying who the stakeholders are in a problem. It's adding the world as a stakeholder to the problem. And then it's systematically working and putting the layers together to create wins across the board, to create aligned people that eventually work together to create movements, because everybody realizes by working together, their lives get better. So if there's a deficiency of current way of doing things, my idea is how do we incrementally make it more and more, make it better so that more and more stakeholders are being served. And I'm talking about even things like competitors in a business you may run. It's how do you bring your competitors on board with what it is you're doing? How do you realize and provide a solution to them? Because everybody's good at something, everybody's bad at something, and everybody has a problem. I'd love to work with my competitors if they can provide value to what it is I'm hoping to achieve as well. And the more people that you have that are providing wins or creating value, I think that's how movements get creative of aligned individuals. So the idea that utilizing what people are good at, bring it into your elements of a solution and get everybody working together, because when they realize that everybody working together is a way for everybody to win. And then when you're doing things on your own and aren't figuring out ways to serve more people, there's a better way to do things. So that's really where I think that I've had some aha moments over the years is how do we create win-win-win-win-wins for as many stakeholders as possible? And I believe that's the way to create movements of aligned people towards common goods to make the world a better place and to solve people's problems and to create better life for people. So it's putting this framework down, which I call perfect formula. And the idea is to strive towards a perfect formula. It's how do we get towards 100%, where we're checking all the boxes, where more people are being served, where business models are not excluding people. They're not just serving the few, they're serving the many. How do we create new ways of thinking about how to, using technology, aligning it with principles, aligning it with ways to create a better world and create a way that a future that is we're all optimistic to be part of, and not something where we have concerns because the way that we're heading down may be a path towards a future that a lot of people don't think may be the best future that we can bring together as humans. So that's where I'm putting my attention is how do I create leaders and how do we create better problem solvers? And that's really where I'd like to put my attention. How can we create it better in children? How do we create better frameworks in schooling to create better leaders and better problem solvers?